Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be talking about March 2023 monthly specials. So we've got a lot of really cool products, things that maybe you've never seen before, interesting ways that we're going to use them. So this is kind of the latest, the greatest, and the best of what's going on in March. One of the things that I love about dōTERRA is every time they come out with specials, they come out with things that are going to work for us right now. So we're looking at things that right now in March of 2023 are going to be excellent for our health and for our welfare. And we want to think creatively about how can I incorporate some of these things into my current routine. So you may be used to using some other products, or you may have a certain routine that you are, you've developed for yourself, you've been using for a while. I'm going to challenge you to incorporate some of the things that we're going to talk about today into your routine. And you may already have them in your stash, so take them out and start using them. And if you don't have them, they're special, which basically means that you're going to get a really nice price on them. So let's talk a little bit about these specials. I think that's going to be a good thing for you. The other thing is we want to make sure that each and every one of you knows that we are talking primarily about 4 major markets, and that is the US, Philippines, Singapore, and Malaysia, not in that order. But we've got some interesting things that I want to show you, and let's get started. So we try to start with the US because that's where I am. Maybe we should go, maybe if we went in alphabetical order, it would be totally different. Let's see. Product of the month. So this is super cool. This is a fiber single serving pack. So this is the product of the month. You're going to get this if you get 125 PV ordered on LRP before the 15th of the month, which is always what the product of the month is. This is something that has never been offered before. Concept basically is that we need more fiber in our diet in general. Most of us, and this is a worldwide problem, don't eat enough fiber because we eat a lot of processed or even ultra processed foods, many of which have had their fiber removed from them. If you're a person who in general tries to eat whole foods and a whole food diet, you will see that you do have more fiber, but keep track. If you have some sort of an app, try to get into that app and record exactly how much fiber you're getting, because you'll be surprised. You may not be getting as much fiber as you need. So we're going to give you a quick recipe at the end about how to incorporate this fiber into your diet. But the cool thing is it allows you to try the fiber product just in case you haven't tried it yet. And for those of you who are not fiber drinkers yet, don't be worried. You're basically doing something very similar to what the MetaPower Advantage is, which is ripping off the top of the sachet, pouring it into a modest amount of water, not a giant 1 liter thing of water, modest amount of water, 100 milliliters to 250, I would say, which is about half a cup to a cup of water in the US, and then giving it a good mix and then drinking it down. What you're not doing is letting it sit for 2 hours, but it's not the type of product that is going to kind of seize up and become like Jell-O right away. So those of you who have ever been nervous, don't be nervous. It's going to be wonderful. Okay, 10% off is ginger, also wonderful for digestion. We want to make sure that in the springtime, as we begin to cleanse our bodies, this is a wonderful time to do any sort of a cleanse, that we're using ginger to work with our digestive system, kind of cleanse out our system on a regular basis. If you've never used ginger before, you know that it can be used topically, aromatically, and internally. It is a wonderful product, especially for expecting mums. So as I mentioned before, we've got 2 expecting mums in my family, 2 of my nieces. What you can do is you can either take a drop in a small amount of water, or you can even just put it on your hands and breathe it in. One of the reasons that I actually love ginger essential oil is because many mums, when they're feeling nauseous, don't actually want to take anything in their mouth or internally. They don't want to drink anything. They don't want to eat anything because they just have that kind of roiling stomach that they can't get rid of. But if they can put a drop on their hands and just smell it, or they can diffuse it in their environments, they really do get the benefits of the ginger and the stomach and digestive relief that they're looking for. Here's a quick fiber sample sachet, and you can see it's mixed with a few of other things to make a yummy smoothie, if you will. I really like the idea of adding our fiber into other foods, other liquid foods, especially if you're a person who does drink smoothies on a regular basis. I'm going to get back into my smoothie routine pretty soon. For the time being, I'm kind of off smoothies. It's been a little bit too cold for me, but as it begins to warm up, and for those of you who live in warmer climates, you can be drinking a smoothie really year round. When it's dropped down to 0 centigrade or below, it's just a little bit too cold for me, but now I'm almost ready to go. Okay, we've got another quick diffuser blend using our ginger with lime, wild orange, and cassia. Also a terrific way to use your ginger on a regular basis. You could probably do something like this even in a cup of tea. You'd want to use either the toothpick method, or you'd want to take a larger glass bottle and really shake it up. But this could also be wonderful additions to some of your smoothie recipes. Again, being mindful of strength of the product and how much smoothie you're preparing. Is it a tiny smoothie or is it a bigger smoothie? You can add ginger into your smoothies. Okay, our Singapore specials for March include lemongrass. One of the reasons I love lemongrass is because it can be used, again, aromatically, topically, and internally. It is very effective for any sort of muscle discomfort. If you want to apply it at massage, topically, you want to make sure that you're diluting. Use between 1 and 4 drops. And honestly, if you've never used lemongrass before, topically, make sure you're starting with a small amount. Can be very warming on the skin, but also very relieving to any sort of sore or discomforted muscles or joints. The other reason I love lemongrass is it is supportive of our circulatory system, going to make sure that our blood is circulating at the proper levels, that we're not having either problems with blood not circulating. Let's just say we want our blood to be where it should be. So we can talk more about that later, but in the meantime, take your lemongrass. Again, 1 to 4 drops daily in a capsule should be just what you need. 10% off on pink pepper. Don't know, but pink pepper is not actually related to black pepper. It is the fruit of another sort of a tree. It is cleansing, but it also provides us with immune benefits, respiratory benefits, and of course, this would be taking it internally. So taking your pink pepper on a regular basis internally can be terrific for our digestive system and our immune system. I would also consider using it in any sort of metabolic effort that you're making. But again, when we go back to, we think about spring, we think about cleansing, we want to be incorporating our pink pepper because that's the product that's going to help us work from the inside out. 2 quick products for celebrating women for International Day. These, I don't know these prices, I'm sorry, because I've kind of lost my notes. I just don't have my notes today. I can't tell you why, but look up your wonderful International Women's Day specials with the Claricom, the Whisper, and this sweet looking bracelet that's going to be on special offer. We've also got our grapefruit and ginger, a citrus spice blend. Ginger in general blends very well with all the citrus oils. You could see that in the diffuser blend that we showed before. Here it is with grapefruit. I kind of like it with orange or tangerine. I also like ginger blended into a warming blend, almost like a chai tea, using it in moderation because it can be overpowering. Using your citrus oils a little bit more generously with your ginger to get that kind of sweet, spicy smell. You might also consider blending in your Madagascar vanilla with your ginger to get, again, a chai latte, either for drinking or for diffusing. Some people love that spicy, sweet, gingery smell in their environment, not just in their cup. 200 and 255 PV specials. If you're purchasing 200 PV in a single order, you'll get the Deep Blue Rub and the 5 milliliter Deep Blue Oil. If you can raise that to, if you have a 255 PV order, you'll also get the Copaiba. I use these oils together all the time, the Deep Blue, either the oil or the Deep Blue Rub with added Copaiba. I find that it is very anti-inflammatory. If you're eating anti-inflammatory foods, If you're working on fasting, you'll see that you're beginning to have the effects of autophagy and anti-inflammatory effects in your body. This is going to help you work from the outside in. You are not taking your deep blue internally, only exterior. You're going to be applying it, but your copaiba, you could be putting in a capsule and working from the inside out. So using your foods, using your diet, using your copaiba essential oil internally to reduce inflammation and to begin to feel more like yourself, cleaning yourself out from the inside, and then using your deep blue rub and your essential oil on the exterior to actually get that 1-2 punch, as I said, from the exterior and the interior. Here's a quick blend using our lemongrass for a diffuser, lavender, peppermint, and lemongrass. And then let's move on to Malaysia. Got our March 2023 promotions. We are moving into Ramadan. The product of the month, again, lemongrass. So I mentioned blood before. We want to talk specifically about blood pressure. And also we want to talk about cholesterol. Lemongrass, I want to think of it as sort of like, I don't know, a scrub brush, kind of scrubbing us out from the inside. Because it does have that very cleansing profile, it can work from the inside and the out. So take a look at your lemongrass, consider taking it internally, in addition to using it topically. 10% off is our cardamom. You can see that the cardamom seed is harvested and then steam distilled. We want to make sure that our cardamom is being used. I used to just use cardamom, I have to say, in tea, but it is a wonderful blend to support our respiratory and immune systems. It is very mild on the skin. You can be applying it topically. You can take it internally, but use your cardamom specifically for your respiratory system. Again, when we talk about spring, we're talking about being exposed perhaps to maybe more flowers or pollens that are not usually in bloom the rest of the year. They can be very irritating to our respiratory system. Beautiful to look at, but maybe making us sneeze or making our eyes water. Use your cardamom to support your respiratory system. And again, it can be taken in a capsule or in a small amount of water. It is not a hot oil, so it should be very tasty to you, but I love mine in a drop in a cup of tea, just about any tea, usually some sort of a black tea with a drop of cardamom. Tastes delicious to me. Okay, we've got a couple of notices here, and I'm going to go through them quickly. Many of the products that I'm going to be showing are on special promotion prices because they are on their expiration. They're on a shorter expiration date. So we've got the HD Clear, the moisturizing, the anti-aging moisturizer, and the Terra Shield spray. We also have the unscented hand lotion and the lip balm. What I've been doing lately for gift giving, I've had to give a lot of gifts lately just for different reasons. I've been packaging a tube of unscented lotion with a small bottle of maybe lavender or another essential oil that would smell really wonderful on the skin, putting the two of them together, packing it up in like a cellophane bag with a bow on it, and then giving that as a gift. And it's been very, very well received. For people who have never used essential oils before, it's an easy, what I'm going to call a gateway product for them to use. All of our products that mimic or are easily used, like hand lotions, like shampoos, things that people already know how to use, are easy ways for people to try dōTERRA products and to get using them quickly. So consider picking up a couple of these unscented body lotions and then giving them as gifts. We've also got Easy Air Hard Candy, the other flavor of lip balm, and then finally the moisturizing serum. Oh, we've got two more here. We've got two Virage products. And as I mentioned, you're going to have to check your prices and your expiration dates. But most of these are expiring sometime in the, I want to say June, July timeframe. They're all at different price points, but they are basically special pricing because they are going to be expiring sooner rather than later. So if this is a product that you love and you use frequently, consider stocking up. Okay, for blessed Ramadan. We have, I know this looks actually adorable. This is a frankincense roll-on, a grapefruit, and a turmeric. And those two little cute smiley face heads are actually bottle toppers that you can put on your bottle. They look so cute, the lady and the man. You can use these three products together. I would be using turmeric as an anti-inflammatory, both topically and internally. Grapefruit, I would be using to support my immune system. Frankincense, honestly, for both of those, you could blend them together, apply them topically, or take the grapefruit and the turmeric internally. Turmeric has a interesting flavor profile. I heard it once described by Emily Wright as a root that's been burned up in a fire. So if you like that kind of smoky, I don't know, woody smell, that's really your turmeric. I use turmeric quite a bit. I usually use the pre-made capsules. However, if I'm traveling and I don't want to travel with a lot of extra capsules, I'll bring a bottle of turmeric with me and a few MC capsules just in a little pouch or something, and then I will use my turmeric directly from the bottle. It is not quite as effective as using the pre-made capsules because, you know, our turmeric capsules are double encapsulated, but make your products work for you, folks. I think if there's any message that I'm trying to send today, it's that we want to make sure that we're incorporating several different products. Also, we can become inflamed during the holiday season. We just finished all of our holidays, including Chinese New Year. Many of the specialty foods that we eat during the holidays can be very inflammatory. So by reducing using many of the products that are suggested today, we're decreasing our inflammation. Ramadan is also a period of fasting, which is going to increase not only our awareness, mental and physical, of our body's ability to kind of cleanse itself from the outside. And interestingly enough, for the first time, probably in several years, Ramadan and Lent are falling at the same time. Both of those, both cultures, both religions, emphasizing fasting and abstaining from either food or drink for the purpose of going more deeply into a religious practice. So we're stepping into a new and sort of cultural shift, if you will. And I think these products are a wonderful way to support your practice, whatever it may be. Ramadan al-Mubarak, you can be celebrating with Madagascar vanilla and wild orange, lemon this is an exclusive pilot diffuser. These three scents together, I mentioned Madagascar vanilla earlier. I love actually Madagascar vanilla with any of the spice oils. So I'd probably be pairing that Madagascar vanilla with wild orange and adding in a little bit of ginger. Here's a second profile blend. This is for traveling. If you're traveling during Ramadan or at the end or sometime during the middle, you can be using your cedarwood, your eucalyptus, and your hygge. So that Hygge is pronounced, yes, hygge. Now, there's kind of a guttural H in for that particular word, but if you think of it as HOOGA, you'll be right on target. Okay. Deep relief, again, we've got the same 200 PV 255 promo. The only difference is that you are getting I think that's a peppermint roll-on, peppermint touch. Again, use your products in tandem with one another. Don't just use a single product. Every time you layer, you create additional benefits for yourself. If you've ever had an Itovi reading done, you'll see that which is a kind of I don't know, it's like an EEG done specifically for oils, essential oils and products. You'll see that many of the products should be used probably together. We can create custom roll-ons for ourselves and make a more a personal approach to using our essential oils. Okay, now we've got several different 100 PV specials. These are LRP specials. I went through them last month, but they are continuing, so I wanted to mention them again. I'm going to go through them quickly and not with, tons of detail, but our first one is our Clarify Cypress, Easy Air, Eucalyptus, and Peppermint. Wonderful, opening our airways. Again, spring airways. I think you're getting the theme. At least I hope you are. Here's another one with ginger, lemongrass, peppermint, and Zengest, working on our digestive system, cleansing our bodies, keeping us clear from the inside and the out. And you're going to get that little special pouch. Another one, this is working on our muscles and our joints with our 3 kinds of deep blue products and additional wintergreen. So if you are looking to kind of up your game, if you will, with your muscle and tension relief or any sort of distress you may be feeling or discomfort in your joints, your bones, try these products either individually or in tandem. We've got our cedarwood, lavender, Siberian fir, and vetiver, again, trying to get a good restful night's sleep. I don't know about you, but sometimes when I sleep in a hotel, I don't sleep that well. And I've been here, I guess, 4 nights. First 2 nights I slept fine. The 3rd night was like a disaster. I was up half the night and I got up halfway through the night and put on Serenity and all the things that I had with me. And I finally was able to get back to sleep. And then last night I slept really well. So not your bed, not your pillows, right? Not the regular sounds, smells, lighting that you usually have. So especially if you're going to be celebrating Ramadan and you may be visiting family, sleeping in a place that's unfamiliar to you, make sure you bring your oils for good sleep. We've got frankincense, lemon, and on guard. Again, when we're around family and other people that we haven't seen in a while, we want to make sure that our immune system stays strong. I've been applying my on guard on the soles of my feet. I went to a baby shower on Saturday. Went to a baby shower on Saturday, and let's just say there were a lot of ladies there, and we were all kind of packed in a smallish area, talking a lot and hugging each other. So you want to make sure that you stay healthy, and this is a great trio to be using. These are all now on to, again, short expiration products. We've got the mud mask and another facial product and our On Guard mouthwash, Yarrow Palm and Yarrow Palm beauty serum. And then finally, we've got a quick blend for you with cardamom, cinnamon, lavender, and peppermint. You could be using this in a blender, listen to me, in a diffuser blend. You could also make this into a roll-on for yourself. I think this would be a yummy smelling roll-on. It would also give you sort of that warming, cooling effect that I like so much, penetrating penetrating in the skin, mixing it with quite a bit of fractionated coconut oil in a 10 milliliter roll-on bottle. Could be using it for your respiratory system with your cardamom and your peppermint. Also kind of the opening up of your airways with your cinnamon and the soothing of the lavender. So when I show you these diffuser blends, consider putting them in a roller bottle if it's something that you want to pursue on the go. Many of these blends are super easy to do if they're not quite strong enough. So if you can see the total here are 7 drops. If that's not quite strong enough for a 10 milliliter bottle, you can double the drops. So you'd go to 4, 2, 4, and 4, and that might make it just the right mixture for you. But under no circumstances should you use this directly on your skin, especially this that has a drop of cinnamon in it. It's going to feel a little bit too warm for you. Okay, we're moving on to the Philippines. We've got our product of the month is cypress. Okay, so we talked a little bit about blood when we're talking about lemongrass. Let's talk a little bit about cypress. Cypress is a wonderful product for circulation. I would be using it on the extremities. If you are someone who experiences cold hands or feet, it could be used on your hands or feet to increase circulation to those areas. If you were someone or you knew someone who had kind of a general sense of discomfort or swelling in their lower extremities, I'm thinking from the knee down, you could be applying the cypress. Cypress is extremely mild on the skin, so you might not even have to apply it with another oil, but to make it spread and stick in place, I would recommend either the unscented lotion or the fractionated coconut oil to kind of smooth the skin. This is a wonderful product. My mom used cypress for many, many years. As I mentioned before, my mom is in a nursing home now, not using as many products as before, but this is a terrific product to use on the extremities for improved circulation. If you're a person also who lives in a warm climate and sometimes sees swelling of your hands or your feet during very warm, as it begins to become very warm, cypress is a terrific product for you to kind of add to your routine as you moisturize your hands or your feet or your entire body when you get out of your shower or bath. It is extremely mild, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe cypress is also can be taken internally. Again, very mild flavor. You can use it in a capsule or right in a glass of water. Again, when we talk about ingesting, it's always 1 to 4 drops. Okay, 10% off of Copaiba. You're getting the drill now. Copaiba for inflammation, wherever you're seeing inflammation in your body. I know many of you are using the MetaPower products. Using them with Copaiba can help that reduction of inflammation that we often see when we're carrying more weight than we would like to. That all of that is going to help us with our general health, our heart health, and so on. As we begin to drop weight and to feel less inflamed, we have more energy. We want to get out more. We're able to move more. Use your Copaiba not just on a periodic basis when you're feeling discomfort in your muscles or your bones or your joints, but use it consistently on your during your daily window to take a little bit of that inflammation out of your body. 150 PV promo in the Philippines is Deep Blue, a 5 milliliter Deep Blue. We've seen that in a couple of other markets. Again, reducing inflammation, keeping us feeling more and more healthy. Inflammation is very often the trigger to many different sorts of diseases. So we want to make sure that we're taking steps to reduce our inflammation on a regular basis. Deep Blue Rub is the 200 PV promo. Purchasing 200 PV. I have to say, I love the blue fingernails in this photo. They are sharp. 200 PV promo. You can take your Deep Blue, using it topically to reduce inflammation. Use your lavender, your cypress, cedarwood, and sage together. Very welcoming, warming scent. This is going to be kind of cozy and homey. I think you'll really like this particular diffuser blend. Okay. My gosh, I talked fast today. Just wanted to remind you, when you have a chance, please hit the subscribe button and the notifications so that you can find out when we have more things posted. We are always on all social media channels, and we're so happy that you're here today. Have a wonderful week, everyone, and thank you for having been here. This was actually kind of fun, I have to say, today. A little shorter, a little faster, but I'm very glad that I was able to come on and talk to you about your monthly specials. I think a lot of those specials that you saw are going to work very well in this time frame right now. And I like the fact that dōTERRA is kind of thinking ahead, helping us to get the things that we need. Have a wonderful week, everyone. If you're on live, stay on. If you're watching me on YouTube, I'll see you real soon. Bye now.